Alright, I think everything's set up. It should be. There's everything I think is... Yeah, you got YouTube set up. X is live. Alright. There we go. Yeah, Zoo just doesn't want to admit he lost first. So, he'll take the honorable... Yeah, I'm letting somebody else have it. He straight lost. Aaron for the win. Alright. Nikke.
Goddess of victory.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. You just straight lost.
Sorry to break it to you, but this is the end.
Alright. So, let's get on the grind.
I'll build you everything you need.
So how did I lose? Because you're like the only one who actually ever gets it. Because you're always right on top of it.
Thank you. Come again if you need anything.
Take as much time as you like.
Welcome, fellow shopaholic. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
Doesn't it feel great spending money?
Woof, woof.
Sorry to break it to you, but this is the end.
I was making some explosive bacon before the siege of Dreamland hails the end. Had to try. Okay, so you're making some bacon and you didn't offer any? How dare you? Hello there. All right.
Hello there.
Fuse and dance with my legs. The bacon calls all to the house enters. I mean, fair. Hello there. How's it going? Alright. Interesting the cat wants it.
Sorry
The
to break
dog,
it to you,
sure,
this
but the
is
cat's
end.
kind of an interesting one. I've never had a cat come to bacon. For bacon, yet here he is.
Treat me well, sweetie.
Fair enough.
Wake me up when the battle is over. What do you think of the simulation room? Wake me up when the battle is over. What do you think of the simulation room? It's going to be a bore, isn't it?
So we made 20, just barely below top 20%. So for the Union, that's not bad. Oh, I know they are. I've seen them. I've seen them eat stuff, but it's just like that's one I just never saw.
Room? Quite a trip, isn't it? Not looking good.
Of having both cats and dogs in the house growing
How's
up,
the environment here? Not too bright.
I just don't remember seeing.
It's going to be
The
a
cat
bore,
was always
isn't
off
it?
doing its own thing, but I promise you, if there was food anywhere
was
relatively
I'm
around,
not going to eat
kitchen.
you, am I?
the dog was there. Give me a few months and I'll have enough beef to help push that higher. Yeah, I believe it.
I guess that was a little too easy for you. I shouldn't have. Wake me up when the battle is over.
But it's gonna take a while before we clear level 7. That's the oof of them. Clearing level 7 is gonna be quite a challenge for us. But as soon as I can, I'm kicking out all the AFKs in the Union.
Time for no more attack!
I'm tired of carrying volume through.
After all that, I deserve a compliment.
I swear he stays active or just active-ish enough, but then right when it comes time, he always goes AFK. It's like, bro,
You're pretty good,
you're not
but that
helping.
really shouldn't be. Not looking good.
Every time. I mean, it's within a day or two of Union Raid. He always goes AFK.
Do you think this
It's like,
simulation will really be of help
this
in real
seems
life?
so planned.
Do you think this simulation will really be of help in real life? I'm not too sure myself. Take your time. We have all the time we need. It's going to be a bore, isn't it?
Can't do anything in UR. I doubt I will get mod or
I'll
Skyrim
share my
anytime
luck
soon.
with everyone.
I mean, those aren't the two.
Reload.
Those aren't the two that carry Union Raid, though.
Time for no more. I got too
They
excited.
help, but that's not what carries a Union Raid. Being level 7, I finally joined a new Union. First time I got to level 7. Nice.
Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine?
That's great. Bunnies will definitely help you out.
Do you think this simulation will really be of help in real life? Second simulation is going to be over soon, so stay frosty. That's the end of the second simulation. Not looking good.
It has been putting work for these ones. Same with Small White. Yep. I have,
I got too excited.
this Union Raid was definitely designed around
Did you see that?
Red Hood.
I'm strong, but my comrades are stronger.
Hello there. How's it going? No B with Blanc. Should I swap those units in this synchro device for her? You know, I was thinking about that actually the other day. I was wondering if
You've already reached this point? All right.
I
Wake
was
me up when
wondering
the
if
battle
we
is over.
should swap Guillotine out.
The simulation room feels rather stuffy. I'd love to head out. The
Because this
simulation
way,
room
we
feels
know
rather stuffy.
Blanc is
I'd
a
love
much
to head
longer
outside.
term investment.
It's going to be a
Guillotine's
bore,
great, but
isn't it?
I feel like at some point, she's gonna get power crept out of, she's just gonna get power crept. And there
Felix
won't
and
be
I are
any real
apparently
reason
Wake me up when the battle is over.
to have her in your synchro device at some point. Like right now, she's still got value because there's not a lot of burst 3 secondary burst 3s. But she's still good for the moment. Like that's
The
the
simulation room feels rather stuffy. I'd love to head outside. The last battle is right around the corner. Make sure you're prepared. On guard! Never mind. Wake me up when the battle is over.
and swap them. That's probably a safer bet. Because this way, if you have the ability to min-max your level 200 wall units,
Let's keep the momentum going.
I don't see any reason to not make the most out of your synchro device. The people who royally
this
struggle,
makes me a
I
good
could
luck
understand them
charm,
just
doesn't it?
taking the first 5, but if they're nowhere near the EXP to get level 200, it doesn't matter what they actually take. I don't know why people get so hung up on having to rush the 160 wall. Like, I gotta get my 5 MLBs. Okay, yeah, but are you gonna have the EXP to get past that? You do know you're only gaining a small percentage of combat power every time you level up. Like, yes, in the beginning, it's advantageous, but like right now, I only gain 799 power per one level. And then when I do get a spike, it's every 20 levels. So So I just hit 41. So now 61 will be my next power spike. And then 81. So I get why players want to get there. They want to see that level 200. But the EXP time it takes to get there, they might be able to snag a couple other really good units. That could go to MLB.
Show him no quarter. I got too excited.
That would be my next guess there. If you could do, I mean, there's several. Tia, if you get Tia, if you get a lot of those units you have at 2-star, could potentially take that spot. Alright, can I get like something? Abnormal! I love getting abnormal support gloves, guys.
Can we finally hit the beach and relax?
And done. And I think today is not a box. I think that's tomorrow.
Sorry to break it to you, but this is the end.
No. 2 days from a box. Alright. Alright, mast. Oh, I mean, no, you've got some, like, great, like, having Guillotine Core 1's not a bad thing from just random pulls. Yeah, this is something that hopefully I can get a few minutes one of these days this week to make the video. There's no way that's the EXP. Yeah, no, we got this to go. Abnormal gear does not need to be in the game as how it stands. One of my first good units that helped me push till Scarlet came to your house to get drunk. Yep. Yep. Alright, let's go ahead and knock out the advising sessions, get those over with.
I find
Like,
you
it should
more
be
and
done
more
through an
lovely
event,
with
and
each
that's it.
passing day.
There should be no reason it's in our loot pool. Technically it is. So the way it was explained to me, and I have no way to fully confirm this because we can't. What's weird is they can data mine. So check this out. They can data mine characters out of the game, but they can't data mine like drop rates. That was like one of the first things people did in half the gacha games I've played. They'll go in and they'll get the drop rates for everything. But what I was told is abnormal gear was added in later. People were protesting the abnormal units because they were trash to begin with, because there was no manufacturer gear for them. So in a very quick, hasty decision, they put it into the loot pool. Supposedly what they did is they removed a set of gear that was in there and put it in that place. Same drop rate, supposedly. But when you go look at everybody's data, everyone pulls abnormal gear more than they pull the other manufacturers. And gloves and helmets are normally less than chest and boots, is another one. It hurts. There's nothing like getting abnormal pieces. Like, I believe that the solution is going to be something along the line of, like co-op raid, cheap co-op raid, buyout of like pieces of gear. Whether it can be done in one of two ways. So you could do it in the sense you have to buy each piece, or you buy just the box of the 4 pieces. Roughly can still cost the same thing. It's just if you want to clutter a shop up or not. You can add 3 items, or you could add in all 12 items. I think it's easier just to add 3 boxes, an attacker box, a defender box, and a support box. Buy the one you need when it shows up, and you have to do something for the event. Or you could put it at the end of the challenge mode thing. You could set it up as the 3 rewards for beating normal, story 2, and hard mode. You could put them there. There's many different places this gear could go. But it doesn't need to be in our general loot pool all year long. There's not enough units to support it. There's not enough reason to sustain constantly pulling this crap over the other, because you've already technically got pilgrims diluting your pool. We only have 1 pilgrim defender, 2 pilgrim supports, and the rest are pilgrim attackers. So we already have that looting Missilus, Tetra, and Elysian, which is where most of your crap comes from. So I don't know. No. You would want, because you don't want to take away from gear you already have. So there's a part 2 to this. The next thing that we would need to do in here is bring some sort of crafting system to hard convert 5-to-1 something gear. You know, sacrifice 5 pieces, pick a piece you want. We need that as well. Or Or you can, once a week, instead of that pity box going to be just a random piece of gear, the pity box goes to a once a week box. And once a week, you get to pick one piece of gear, exactly what you want. But as far as abnormal is concerned, it just doesn't need to be in the game. It doesn't need to be in our normal loot pool. All right, take care. Thanks for stopping by. Hello there, how's it going?
Sorry to break it to you, but this is the end.
Okay, so we've done that. Let's go take our 5 fights over here. Whoops, wrong thing. Arena!
Mesdames et messieurs, let's give a warm welcome to
Jeez,
the
I went from
challenger.
10 to... I went from top 10 in 1 loss. Bruh.
Now, let the game.
I literally was ranked 10 this
debut.
morning, and then all of a sudden just 30. With 1 loss. Imagine that!
My blade shall not be made light of.
The winner, it's you.
You didn't beat Tower? You have to... If you can taunt Veronica, you can beat her very easily, by the way.
Ready? Alert!
That's one of the cheeses. If you can keep a permanent taunt on her, you can beat her. If you
I'll
want
protect you.
to... You also need to have a barrier up.
Ready on.
Your luck continues. This doesn't seem like luck. This seems fishy as everything. But hey, more power to you.
Let's get this show on the road.
More power to you.
Can't get these clothes dirty.
And that's a unit I never want to see on the box. If I can dodge her.
She's on the rising star.
Hated her design when they released her. Hated her design still today.
Let the games debut.
My blade shall not be made light of.
Ready on performance.
Maybe new accounts are just seeded like that now. Hello there. How's it going? We're working up, finishing our low-end
Ready?
dailies. No, this isn't crazy RNG. This is not crazy RNG. This is getting to the level of suspicious of levels of highly suspicious.
The winner, It's you!
Like, this is starting to get beyond... Alright, Alright, so those are kind of capped out. We need to get, like, up into the... We need to get some of their gear level up a little more. Yeah, that hasn't happened yet for Platuki. Decided to give Counterside another chance since they have a Steam client. Wait, really? What? Since when? They don't have a Steam client. Oh wait, here it is. What? Oh man. That's funny. Alright. And weeklies are done. Okay, so let's head over to A Lone Survivor.
Sorry to break it to you, but this is the end.
Doth we have new challenge? No, we don't.
After all that, I deserve a compliment.
You are the bestest of girls. Shop. Go ahead and buy that. Alley22, thank you for joining our quest. Welcome to the stream. It is time for hard mode. Hello there. How's it going? Right here. How's your day, morning, evening, afternoon, night? Time of day.
Come on, Signal. You can do this.
This team is so beyond scuff, but hey, as long as Red Hood does Red Hood things, we don't care.
Excuse me. Reload, please.
Good. Chilling.
Why don't they just develop something like
Getting
an
back to
infinite
Nikke for
magazine?
the day.
Now,
Raise and rebuild. Let's keep the momentum going.
How about you? Just bonk the boss, Red Hood. You don't have to kill everything. You don't have to show off for us. Gosh. We get
you
it.
see
You can
that?
murder everything.
I'm strong, but my comrades are stronger.
You know, I'm tempted to buy out all the
destruction is also my specialty.
whatchamacallit, stage entries just to push core dust. Where am I from?
I was just
United States of America. Land of freedom, freedom, and freedom. America.
Now, raise and rebuild are all powerful tools. Fancy a drink?
Freedom's guns, America. Yeah, that's pretty much us, right? That's what people think when they think of America, right?
Servant, are you ready? That was simple enough. Oh, I was just getting into the groove.
I enjoy it.
Raise and rebuild. Show them.
I don't know where I'd live if I wasn't here. It's
Good. Right.
kind of like, I'm here. What game do I like most? Yes.
Victory!
Come live in Brazil? You drive a very compelling argument.
Destruction
I've seen
is also
the
my
Brazilian
specialty.
women. You drive a very compelling argument. What game do I like most?
Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine? Better reload.
I think all-time favorite is probably Ocarina of Time. Nintendo 64.
Is it enough for fighting?
Come up a little further into the modern society, it might have to go to Skyrim. And if we go into mobile, probably Nikke ends up taking the cake, because the story and the lore of this game is almost, well, let me rephrase that, is better than 90% of your AAA games.
You can do this.
Like what they're doing
I was
here.
just getting into the groove.
You never finished Ocarina of Time? What?
Good.
You know, I am very much tempted to do said things to get the game on my computer to potentially now have to do a full playthrough of Ocarina of Time.
Now, raise and rebuild. Let's keep the momentum going.
This may have to be a thing that happens at some point. Never had a Nintendo 64. Emulators we used back in the day were kind of a mess. I never finished it.
Why don't they just develop something like
Okay,
an
I mean, I can
infinite
see that.
magazine?
2690 of 3600 for Quincy, so I
Did
wager
you
about
see
a
that?
week and I'll have her.
I'm strong,
That
but my
sounds
comrades are
about
stronger.
right.
Get lost. I'm busy.
Be back in a second.
Once again.
I have a game key
Why
version
don't
of
they
it.
just develop
I'm sure
something
they
like
do.
an infinite magazine? Let's keep the momentum going.
I would not start, I wouldn't start, Sin. I would just wait,
Come on,
because you're so
Sigma.
close
You can
to
do this.
getting to Nihilister. By the time you get rolling,
Oh no, I was just getting into the groove. Right.
Excuse me.
Now, raise and rebuild. Let's keep the momentum going.
you'll be there.
Be back in a second.
Sin's interesting, it's just,
Is it enough for fighting?
she is... I've seen people use her in, like, Union raids and solo raids as just
They
a
are
random
as
AR,
The better burnt out.
but none of the liberation units bring a ton of value outside of Quincy for, like, 2B. And then Guilty, because she's a shotgunner, so certain stages she works pretty well on. But none of the liberation units are actually like really used. They're more of a way for the game company to promote. We give away free Nikkes in the game. It's really is all it is. It's not really a, it's nothing that they really offer. It's not like they bring a lot to the table. Like, Guilty can be good for people trying to beat Gravedigger, because that'll give them a shotgun.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure Guilty's a burst too, which
That was simple enough.
which sucks because that's Blanc's position in the shotgun team.
Raise and rebuild are
So
all
cute!
powerful tools.
Just like this?
Like, the shotgun teams have so many competing units, like, it's really hard to find value in the shotgun teams. Like, okay, well, if you're gonna use Blanc, you're gonna want to use Noir.
That? I'm
And
strong,
even though she's
but my comrades are stronger.
no, she's an AR. Guilty as a burst too. Thanks. That's what I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure she's a burst too.
You can leave this to me. Trust me.
Certain. So here's the thing: if we actually look at the burst 2 or the burst 3 shotgunner, it's at this point it's Summer and East. So everything, your shotgun team needs to be built around Summer and East more than anybody else. They love these I can't be killed
Why don't
raptures.
they just develop something like an infinite magazine? Oh no. I was just getting into the groove.
Tove is a hard nerf.
Show them no
A very hard nerf to Summer and Nice. You can't use her together.
Did you see that? I'm strong, but my comrades are stronger.
You have Sugar, who's a pretty good burst 3 shotgunner, but you have to, at this point, for the people who have Summer and East, that is your shotgun team. That is your lead DPS.
Enemy ahead!
So if we take that into consideration, everything then has to support Summer and East. So it cannot increase ammo capacity, which takes the Bunny Twins out, because they will increase ammunition. Now, if you build a team without Summer and East, then the Bunny Twins start looking better.
You survived yet again.
Alright, so here we go. Tove's final stage. What will this be hinting towards the Christmas story? Which drops, I assume, next week. We should start seeing, we should start seeing unit stuff in the next day or two.
Did you see that? I'm strong, but my comrades are stronger.
Why did I opt to use Senti? For what? That can't be talked about here, by the way. As an official Nikke creator, you can't talk about that. Oh, probably just for currency. Global out? I don't know why anybody wants to play it. Nog and Seaton have been going after it for about 3 months, telling people to not play that game. Like, that whole team is literally just event currency. Got yeeted. Oh yeah, I would. Yeah, that was kind of a flush on their part. But I mean, to be fair, they needed a dead unit before Christmas limiteds. Verse 1999 is quite cool. Full of strange twists. Interesting. So we got her to 7. Interesting. Yeah, no, I hard skipped this. This is a wish list unit someday. This doesn't get used at all. But yeah, my team. This is literally 40, 70, and 100%. That's the only reason why.
Is it enough for fighting?
Yeah, that's a good level right there. Yeah. I just don't want to waste currency on pulling her, so I'm opting out. She can go into the, she can go into the, special, wish list at some point. Alright, so now we'll just keep buying core dust. We should have a full level.
Sorry to break it to you, but this is the end.
It's 8,600. We need... There we go.
Sorry to break it to you, but this is the end.
So yeah, here's the tragedy of leveling units once you get to my spot. A lot of new players, they get very excited when they level up their stuff because they're like, yay, I get upgrades, and I'm going, yay, I get nothing. Alright. So all this for 799 combat power. Yeah! I'm OP! Alright, now let's just see. I'm curious. Can we actually get 45? I don't know if we've got enough boxes
Sorry
to
to
do
break
it.
it to you, but this is the end.
23, 1,000, 3,000. No, we're nowhere near getting it. All right, so we got one level.
Sorry to break it to you, but this is the end.
The huge increase of power, how much? Less than 1,000. Yeah, it's 799, and then when you level up, to the 4121, it goes up by a couple thousand. I think it's the highest it goes to the synchro device pain. Oh, don't worry, you've got a different version of that pain. But it's called getting 5 MLBs. That's your pain first. And then it's getting the resources pulled up over time. You can't level equipment. You can, but you shouldn't, is the thing. Like, you earn it fast enough that you don't need to level gear up. Like, when a player starts off, it's acceptable. I'm trying to think who has one. Like, it's acceptable to, like, level your helm up, like, 1 or 2, no matter what level it is, because it'll eventually get recycled back into EXP. It's just the credits lost is what you're really losing. So, that helps you break certain, like, EXP barrier, or combat power barriers, is leveling, like, your helms and, like, your gloves up. That's, like, acceptable. If it's a tank that... If it's a unit that benefits way more off HP, then yeah, sure, you might want to do the chest over the helm. But typically, or the gloves. So, like, you would want to do, like, helm and tier 7. I mean, that'll help carry you for a while. Was that the smartest thing to do? No. But will you get it back at some point? Yeah. There's no need to level any gear that's not T9 manufacturer. Yeah, and like I say, I don't have the new pass-through. When I went through, putting like a level or 2 in your gear was more than sufficient at the time. A level normally did it. For me. At a level, I was like, okay, yeah, we're cooking all right. So... Okay. So, we came out of Union Raid. Yes, for Tia, that would be ideal. Like, on Tia, the best 2 pieces for her are actually her helm and chest. The boots and the gloves aren't as ideal for her, but getting these 2 leveled up is way more ideal.
Teacher.
Because you want her busting out of that chest plate.
Cake together.
I think that is... I think this is hard. I think this is Burst Weekend, and then I'm able to finish off Tia. Then I'm able to finish Tia's Reptile Lover, which is the best of her skills there. And then I think we're going to... I think we're going to... I think we're gonna 777. I think I'm gonna 777 mast and then finish 2B. I think is what I'm gonna end up doing. Because 2B would, I could probably 777 2B or mast before I could get this and this to 10. And then eventually got to get this up as well, but this needs to go first so that it converts that. Which this gets, this will take a little longer than Burst Weekend. We'll need the Christmas stories, login event to give me the books to push this through. And then it'll be a while before we hit our burst. Probably end of December we'll have our burst leveled up. How do I get points where the gear and substat? Is that tier 9? So this gear that you see here is called overloaded gear. Before you see that gear, it looks like this. This is what the gear looks like prior. It has the manufacturer logo, and so this is an Elysian support helmet. When this gets leveled to 5, you'll use a custom module, which are the
Sorry to break it to you, but this is the
here. Custom modules, you'll use these to overload your, takes one of these to turn the gear from tier 9 manufacturer to overload. It is a random roll at that point, and normally for most beginners, you just take the first roll you get. Because it's more important that you keep overloading your main team, then go back and work on re-rolling, because re-rolling is 2 of the custom modules per chance. And then if you get a really good roll, in the case of, like, let's show you an ideal scenario. So take my Red Hood.
At least come and
My
massage
Red
my
Hood
back.
has a helmet with elemental damage, and it's a black bar. The black bar means you have rolled the highest absolute possible stat you can of that specific roll. So in this case, you can see that there is a... Let me actually find Streamlabs. If you look over there in the corner, that blue lock, that blue lock means I have locked this piece. So now when I try to re-roll this piece for better subs on this, I will not lose that elemental damage piece, which is one of the rolls she needs, because she needs attack percent, elemental damage, some charge speed, and I think the rest is crit damage. As far as Burst Weekend, let's see here. Today is Thursday, which means Thursday is gonna reset into Friday. Friday's reset will be Blacksmith. Blacksmith will go to Saturday, which is the Friday reset. So Saturday we'll have Talks Too Much, and Sunday's reset on Saturday will be Gravedigger. Or not Gravedigger, but Modernia, yes. So it's Chatterbox and Modernia are this...
Sorry to break it to you, but this is the end.
Are going to be this burst. So here's my theory, and you're going to hear different streamers, content creators give you different advice. What I am doing is I am focusing in on 3 teams. Not raid. This is Burst Weekend, which is the time where people that are in my position have the chance to potentially get gear at a decent exchange. So when you do
Sorry to break it to you, but this is the end.
So Burst Weekend covers 2 pieces of farming. Simulation Room gets double drops, and Interception gets double drops. So for those of us who are at the end of Simulation Room, who can clear the level 5C raid, we're getting everything twice. For those of us who are in Special Interception EX, that allows the people who are full clearing it to get double these rewards. So it means we have a double chance of getting manufacturer gear. We have, we're gonna get double the amount of pity off of the chests. It's a great every other weekend thing. They said that they were making this every weekend, but they left out the fine detail that it's that it was for anniversary only. So yes, you have to go through train to Gravedigger, and then it becomes the train, which you'll hate more than anything else. Then it'll go to Gravedigger on the next day. Then it'll go to Blacksmith. Then it goes to Chatterbox, and then it goes to Modernia. In terms of difficulty, it is Modernia is the easiest, then Blacksmith, then Chatterbox, then Train, then, or not Train, then Gravedigger, then Train. The fact that you're getting almost 8 on Train is insane. Currently stuck on the final boss of Chapter 16. I've cleared Gravedigger, so I'm kind of not sure if I should keep spinning boxes to unlock it. The gear, so to explain this, I did a video on this, and the main reward for, like, the worst run in Train is your best run in Gravedigger. So if you're able to score 2 or level 2 or higher in any special interception, it's better than you doing normal Gravedigger, or doing the Gravedigger level S here. So, because at its best reward, it is purple gear, and then that special box is purple gear. So at the absolute minimum, you're doing better. I need more / better gear improvements to push overall. Some of it is units, I would say. Some of it is, what would be the word for it? Some of it's just getting the practice of it. Like, Gravedigger took me a while to be able to beat the S, or the S version. Getting in here, I beat it, I think, the second rotation. I was able to full clear it. Because new players don't realize how much that level 200 helps out. But I liked fighting the train, though it wasn't the Interception EX version. The Interception EX version of Train is actually toxic. So there are 2 one-shot mechanics in there. Well, I wouldn't call them one-shot mechanics. There's 2 invulnerable damage things that are going to hit you and take a unit out. If you do not have the DPS to beat those 2 mechanics, it is a absolute crapshoot of a fight. So you have the missiles that are going to come off the missile launcher on the back when you start up the stage. If you don't have the DPS to kill that, it will kill a unit. You can attempt to iframe it. It's really hard to explain, especially without having the EX version there. I mean, I can attempt to mock this. So... Oh, wait, it's great. Well, hold on. I gotta go even further down. Alright, I'll try to explain this so that you guys can understand the iframing thing. Alright, so...
A little more. I can do this.
Alright. So, you're gonna have the rocket launcher here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let me try this again. Because I didn't realize I have to be aiming downrange to do this. Alright. Alright, so with the rocket launchers, if you're aimed here, this is, let's say, firing position. So this goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what you're doing is you're iframing the shot because it takes up where your last position was. So roughly the first 5 that come off, you should be able to dodge. Then you go to cover, you let the next 5 hit. And once they've got your cover position, those 5 have your covering position, then you can attack again. It's only going to target one person. And these these are a lot harder to dodge. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. There you go. So you can dodge these, but it's a royal pain in the butt to have to get the timing of this because it's based off of your last location. So this is how people have to get through this thing. The hardest one, I think, for people to take care of is the turrets here. That's the one that's harder to deal with. Personally use Tia to make sure she's the one targeted. So yeah, you're using Tia for the taunt.
How did I do?
Unfortunately with Tia, we can't use, I tried, it doesn't work. I tried to use just her shield to see if I could, see if the shield that she pops up is strong enough to, if her burst shield is strong enough to withstand those. It's not. It's very much not. I think like it takes 1, maybe 2, and then the rest just absolutely clap you. So, I mean, it's just this is going to be one that takes people a while to get the hang of doing this. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. 5. But you can see if you watch the curves of the projectiles, you can see they're going to 2 different positions. That's what you're actually trying to dodge. And you want to keep it to where you're staying on the opposite side of that projectile curve. And as long as you're paying attention to that, you can iframe these things because it's going to hit the wrong position. So I'll do it one more time so you guys can watch it. Pay attention to the arc of the curve. How they go back and forth on where her position is. So if you can do that, that gets you a little bit further into train.
Let's go have some dessert now.
Is the second set. Yeah, there's another set up the train, which, you know, I could go into real quick. And it's the same thing. It's the same thing here. You know. Although I think I'm just gonna go straight to... I think that's stage 5. Yeah, it's stage 5. So... these are all broken back here, except for... So it would take me, should take me up there. Oh, wait.
Done. Nice and fast.
There. So yeah, up here you have another set. The same mechanic, it's the same set as stuff here. So... and then you got the rocket launcher here. 2, 5. 5. And then... the idea is that if you want to get down to like min-max, here's what you would do. So, let's get up to the train, and I'll show you this. So, let's try to get it to where it's set up, to where it hits this setup. So we're in the non-shooting position. 5, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. And go back, and then go forward, and then back. You want to be able to, jump back and forth while being able to shoot, because some people are going to get into a DPS clock issue where they just don't do enough damage. So you try to go in between. When you go forward, you want to be attacking. In-game players must be tired of skipping the beginning boss animations. Actually, Modernia is a mechanic. Believe it or not, when you get to the Modernia Interception EX, skipping it at a very specific point is a mechanic of the stage. What this does is, if you skip it when it's on her, when she's inside the ship, right when she shows up, if you skip the animation there, all your units target her core. It's an actual mechanic. So for Interception EX, you do that. So that's a fun little thing that you'll get to do.
Sorry to break it to you, but this
skipping
is
there actually is, yeah. So Modernia's boss fight on Interception EX is, yes, I believe they did. I believe they really did. Something about, if you watch the cutscene all the way through, they're going to randomly shoot all over the place. If you skip it immediately, they shoot all over the place. But if you wait till she's inside the cockpit, they all target the core. So it's a very nice thing, because all you have to do is blow her core up very, very quickly, and then shoot one wing off, and then it's the easiest fight in the world. I have a video on the YouTube channel that you guys can watch if you want to watch me do it. I explain it actually in great detail, showing you the skip and everything. So that's a nice little cheese trick you guys can use when you get to Modernia. And here's the thing. When Modernia shows up in Solo Raid and Union Raid, it is not Special Interception Modernia. You actually want to blow both of the wings off. You do not want to leave a wing, because that's points you're losing. So when it comes to the normal one, you actually play around the full mechanics of her. You actually have to play the mechanics. So you don't use the Special Interception cheese, or you're losing points. Which I figured that out by like day 2 of the Modernia solo raid. I was like, wait, I'm getting more points for blowing these wings off. Watched it, bullied Modernia when I really needed the gear to. Okay, so we're relatively right on top of this. So we should be able to go quite a ways in this.
Swimming sure can tucker you out.
Alright, so we are... see where we are. Ah, yes, this is they're over there in the Outer Rim.
Next.
Wow. How many is that? It's got to be at least 20 by now.
Don't know. Haven't been keeping count.
I've got to give it up to Dobin. He's got some real guts taking you on himself. He probably could have sent in additional troops and wiped you out.
I took a gamble and it paid off. With Dobin, it's all about pride. I knew there was no way he'd turn down a chance to face me head on.
You'll probably forget this by the time you get
impression. He has no compunctions about using whatever low-down, dirty trick available to him. Wonder why that's changed.
Beats me. Maybe he's just a moron.
Yeah, her voice is very... I love her voice actress.
If they all attack at once, I don't think I can hold out. Their inhibitors have been deactivated, but mine hasn't.
Can't you ask Mustang to deactivate it for you?
Oh, his hands are full as well. You of all people should know to have faith in your fellow comrades. We all have our roles to play. It's all about having faith and counting on the best outcome. If I come crawling to Mustang begging for him to deactivate my inhibitor, I'd look like a major dork.
Well, may I remind you that the first to die are usually those preoccupied with looking cool.
Stop mouthing off.
This is just a prediction, but I think Dobin will lose his cool and retaliate soon. Maybe it'd be best to get out of there?
No, it should be okay. If I keep holding my ground, it should strike a major blow to Dobin's ego.
You stupid idiots! What are you doing? In what world does an army of central government-issued Nikkes fail to best a street urchin like her?
This street urchin doesn't take too kindly to being called names, so you better stop mouthing off.
Ah! When are those infernal reinforcements coming? What? We've lost contact? How is that even possible? Very well then. It appears I have no choice. All units attack! Permission to use your weapons has been granted.
Uh-oh. Sounds like things are about to get hectic over there.
The least you could do is show up and lend a hand.
Well, I would, but it's just that I had a hip disc replaced yesterday, so...
Oh, can it, will ya? Come here and help me.
I told you, I'm all about gathering intel. I'm no fighter. So, I sent some reinforcements.
Reinforcements?
Consider this my way of helping out. You've got this.
I think
Don't
we'll
worry
get
about me.
Moran
I'm
some
safe
point in
and sound over
2024.
here.
I'm gonna kill you when this is all over.
What the?
It's been a minute since I jumped into the fray. It's exhausting.
Rosanna.
Yeah.
Rosanna.
I know my own name. You two don't have to repeat it.
Don't tell me you're the reinforcements.
Reinforcements? I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play dumb. There's no way my reinforcements could be this late. You have to be it.
Oh, I get it. You must be referring to that bunch we encountered a while back. Like shooting fish in a barrel, that was. You should have put a sign on them or something. At least I'd have known they were meant to back you up. Maybe I wouldn't have given them such a
EH technically isn't an Nikke, though.
All right. You don't have to kick the poor man when he's down.
Sakura?
That's rich coming from you. Aren't you the one
EH
who
would be a
loves
cool
getting a
addition,
rise
though.
out of him?
Ah.
I don't deny that, but still.
Have the people in the Outer Rim laid down their arms?
Yes, every last one. They wouldn't listen at first, but after a little convincing, they came to agree with me.
I'm sure they did.
The Underworld, Queen. I thought they locked you all up and threw away the key. What are you doing here? And why are you standing in my way? Mustang is going to hear from me about this. He may not be working for the central government anymore, but if he thinks I'm gonna let this slide, he's got another thing coming. You're all committing treason.
No, I think you are.
When the Raptures were invading the Ark, you seized the opportunity to deploy your troops to serve your own self-interest.
Elysian
you're
will get
lecturing
that
us
duo
about
set,
treason.
too, this year.
What you're doing now is akin to a massacre. The senseless slaughter of defenseless people. The worst kind of evil possible. Didn't I warn you before? If you want to exercise physical force in this place, you need our permission. It appears you didn't take our warning to heart, so... we'll have to be a bit more forceful in reminding you.
Consigliere,
Yes, boss.
crush them.
Yes, boss.
Kill them all!
You want some, you scumbags? Come and get it.
Jekyll's brain scan results are ready. There's nothing that implicates her in the recent string of attacks.
That's unexpected.
She did chew through the cables tying the elevator to the surface, fought with Extrinsic after shutting off her auditory sensor, and sabotaged Macilis's main communications hub. She did all of this willingly. However, it doesn't go anywhere beyond that. At no point was she aware of her actions having any involvement in a greater plot against the Ark. There was one notable word: fireworks. But I'm fairly certain that is referring to actual fireworks and nothing more. It could potentially be an advanced form of mind control, but as of now, we've determined that Jackal was merely following orders issued to her from Crow and Viper, without any thought given to the repercussions.
In other words, she's a tabula rasa upon which the other two are painting.
Precisely. Therefore, we can't put the blame on her. However, it's also true that she took part in the random shooting where Commander was struck.
What?
Wow, she didn't call us protagonists this time.
Some time ago, on the surface, during the search mission for the Pilgrim, we sent out the scouts as per Macilis's request. But for whatever reason, they went up ahead of schedule. Probably to join up with Exotic instead of carrying out reconnaissance. That's when it must have happened. We're presuming he didn't say anything incriminating against them, due to personal reasons of some kind. So, I plan to leave this matter in his hands.
In other words, not a single thing has been resolute. But it will end soon. Word on this street is that Crow and Viper are proceeding towards the Center Medical de Macilis. It will only be a matter of time.
Right. We'll only have to wait a little longer.
Hey. Where's the captain? And Viper, for that matter. They weren't caught along with me, were they? That's a relief. I'm glad I was at least of some help to them.
Those two left you to die.
It's okay. I'm not much of a thinker, so I can't really help in that department. Captain and Viper both hung around and played with me, which is all I can really ask for.
Can you still not reach Siyuan?
Unfortunately, none.
Something doesn't seem right. Rappy is calling me. It's me. What?
Excellent! That rust bucket's Jackal stupidity saved her life this time. We almost got into big trouble.
And the most punchable face in the game is here.
As long as you have me, you'll never lose this round.
Ah, we should probably turn those back on.
Oh no, I was just getting into the...
What? Showtime for no war.
Let's keep the momentum going. Better reload.
I've got to protect my sister.
Yes, get rid of the silence, butthole.
Why don't they just develop something
We do
like
not
an
want
infinite
to deal
magazine?
with that.
Showtime for no war. Together, attack. Getting ready.
Bro, just pop him.
Oh no, I was just getting into the groove.
God, aim at everything but the boss.
Did you see that? I'm strong, but my comrades are stronger.
All right. So let's see.
I feel like we're gonna hit the jackpot with these guys.
That's probably for an EX stage, most likely.
Swimming sure.
Are you ready? Then let's go.
Alright, so if we're at 190,000 now, I'm sure this is going to get up near 200 for
Is
this
this
boss.
the right way?
We should actually see Red Hood, I believe, at this point. Not today, but I think we will get to that point.
Get lost. I'm busy. Better reload.
Showtime for no more together. Attack!
Oh no. I was just getting into the groove.
Bolt! We won again!
Stage clear. Nice. Let's see, is there anything glowing right in here? I'm at 2. Did we just start this? Yeah, because we cleared through here. Man, 3 weeks is a just absolute wreck on your brain. Wait, is there one right there? Can I get to that?
I feel like we're gonna hit the jackpot with these guys.
No, but I can get to that one.
Swimming sure can
So I
tucker
can
you
grab
out.
that. Alright,
Come on, let's
time
go.
to kill some raptures. Yeah, 2024, I'm expecting to see Elysian's duo pair show up. I expect
this'll precede
Haran,
Harry's
not Haran, Moran to show up as a banner. Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
To let you go through
Get lost.
a world
I'm
like
busy.
this. Not as interesting as Nikke. I mean, everything's got its cheap copycat.
That was simple
Look at
enough.
Genshin Impact. They had to use their own thing to make Honkai Star Rail.
Time for no
Let's keep the momentum going.
But then Tower Fantasy had to do it too. People do it because they like certain aspects of the game. There's nothing wrong completely with
Better
it.
reload.
I mean, I'm gonna pull things when I make
Did you
my
see
games
that?
from certain
I'm
games
strong,
of what I
but my
liked and didn't
comrades are
like, or what
stronger.
worked and what didn't work. But does it mean I copied the game? No.
Come on, let's go.
Let's go make ourselves some luck.
Okay, Honkai Star Rail is legit. Can I copy your homework?
I feel like
That
we're
literally
gonna
is
hit
what that was. There was no ifs,
Let's go
ands, or
make
buts
ourselves
about
some
that. That
luck.
was straight, can I copy your homework? And they forgot to change the name on it. They left everything else the same
And hurry to the sea.
and forgot to change the name. It's like, or no, they only changed the name, I should say.
Oh no.
Want to see. Showtime for no more together.
You know, now that I think about this, it probably makes more sense for Blanc to be first here.
To protect Blanc no matter what happens.
Better reload.
A funny girl never loses.
Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine?
Yeah, I mean, it is. And there's nothing. They can do it. It's their own company. They are fully entitled to make multiple versions of their game. I'm just baffled people are dumb enough to spend in both. Like, one is enough, but holy crap, people die hard playing both of them? That's people with more money than
Why don't they
sense.
just develop something like an infinite magazine? Better reload.
Like, I look at... If I could rewind time or get rid of my Black Desert account at what I put in it,
Develop something like
I
an
still
infinite
wouldn't
magazine?
spend that on Nikke. I would still do exactly what I'm doing. Buy the costume and buy the monthly costume.
But I'll take on anyone, anytime, anywhere.
That shows up, and just buy the monthly for the gems that come in, and that's it. That's as far as I go.
Come on, let's go.
Is this the right way?
Let's go make ourselves some luck. I don't think this.
Come on, let's go.
I mean,
I don't think I'll ever get used to fighting.
I can't do that on Chinese gacha games like that. Where it's weapons and
something like an infinite magazine?
where there's 2 items to summon, I will not spend that kind of money on.
Oh no.
Showtime for no
Let's keep the momentum going.
Yeah, I'll do the gacha costume. I won't do every single one of them, but I'll do some of the gacha costumes. Like for me, I wouldn't have done Drake's and Rupee's.
Reload.
I like Rupee's costume, but Rupee isn't useful. Yo, why are you?
I was just getting into the groove.
I wouldn't buy Rupee.
Better reload.
Like, so that's 2 of them I wouldn't have bought.
Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine?
Getting ready. Showtime for no
Let's keep the momentum going. Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine?
Now, if they drop the legacy skin for Rapunzel and Scarlet, oh yeah, I'll pick up those. But that's probably not the next one. I'm very curious of what I posted on Discord. I'm wondering if that's the one for inside the Christmas side story, or if that is the thing.
Come on, let's go.
Through these stages.
Is this the right way?
Or if that is the I can't, like, I can see it, but I can't see it. Why would that be the premium costume?
As long
I
as
guess they
have
like
Blanc, I can be
her
strong.
more than the other one.
Showtime for no war together. Attack.
But it didn't get picked up though, so I'm curious. It might be what I think it is.
Better reload.
A funny girl
Good.
never loses.
Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine?
Bolt, we won again.
So we went up from 170
Sure can
to
tap
190,000
Dream on.
power
Let's go
from
make ourselves some
Anniversary
luck.
as a reference too. Bunny Girl never loses. No, they don't. The Bunny
You can leave
Girls
this to
never
me.
lose.
Trust me.
And it may or may not be time for
Reload.
showtime for Noir and Blanc soon either.
Showtime for no war together. Attack.
Good. Oh no. I was just getting into the groove.
Bolt, we won again.
let's go.
Let's
You know,
go
I'd
make
be willing to
ourselves
bet
some
there's
luck.
gonna be one back here. No.
Is
wow.
this the right way? I feel like we're gonna hit the jackpot with these guys.
Yeah. Well,
Let's
I
go
already
make
know. I
ourselves some
know
luck.
for sure. I mean, we know what Noir is.
Come on, let's go.
Like, we know Noir's costume is going to be Mission Pass. It says it when you click over her thing.
Is game on.
It's in the game right now. We can look at it in game.
Let's go make ourselves.
We just can't
some
talk
luck.
about the other costume. But we can allude to it, if you know what I'm saying. You know, the speculation that there is another costume coming. But to be fair, it's a 3-week side story. They always put costumes in a 3-week side story. So that's more likely where it's at.
Commander, I just spoke with the instructor.
Have you gotten through to Suen?
Why? Why would I tease? It's a pretty obvious
She's
tease,
avoiding
too.
your calls. Why isn't she picking up? Who knows?
All I have to
Too
say
much
is just go look at
stress,
Discord and it
maybe.
tells you everything.
Probably doesn't want to hear anything from anyone right about now.
Let's search the inside first. Wardress and Exotic are most likely already here. Suen is sure to follow soon.
But hopefully you'll have a good time with Showtime.
Is this some kind of joke? There's nothing here. You're early. I came as fast as I could. Well, where are they? They're not here yet. Are you sure they're nearby? Positive. All right, if you say so. The communications hub was still down, so I made some impromptu alterations to the app. It'll go active once they're within 1 kilometer of us. Since we're not using Macilis' private line, concealing information isn't possible. But we should be able to cover it up later. You said they're nearby? All I've got to do is keep pressing this button, and their collars will go off once they're in range. You two, keep a lookout. What the? Why is my hand? I blocked all sensations in your hand. If you press that button, Crow and Viper will die, right? Yes. So... My eyes! I can't see! What the hell are you?
Uni!
What are you doing? Suen, why are you doing this to us? Why do you always treat us so poorly? Why do you call us scrap metal? Why do you swear and yell? Why? You crazy hunk of junk! Have you lost your mind? I'll personally see to it that you're disposed of!
Uni, stop!
No, don't.
Mihara!
Stop. You mustn't go too far. I understand how you feel. I truly do. Just stop for a moment, and we can talk to her. You've made your point, okay?
I knew it. You're not Mihara.
What?
The real Mihara would always be on my side. She would understand me.
We all understand.
I may not remember everything, Uni, but I remember what kind of person you are. You're kind. You wouldn't hurt anyone. So please, stop this.
You don't remember anything! How can you say you know me? You're an imposter! You're not Mihara! The real Mihara is dead! You're not her! Suen killed her!
Yes, yes.
Uni, stop!
No, don't.
Suen must die.
Agreed.
Die! 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 I said die! No, I can't do it. I don't think I can kill her. Then this. Commander?
No, don't stop. Don't stop. No. Keep going. She deserves every punch. And I mean every punch.
Why don't they just develop something like
Showtime for no
let's keep the momentum going.
Literally the most punchable face in all of Nikke, and you were doing it. How dare you disappoint us? Keep going. Right?
I was just getting into the groove.
Yes.
Better reload. Oh no, I was just getting into the groove. Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine?
Going.
After all that, I deserve a compliment.
You're the bestest of girls.
What's going on? Uni, what have you done?
The right thing.
Oh my god.
The fuck? Well, that's good. It didn't go deep, but holy shit. One of these edges was just sharp enough that it literally took the very top layer. I can see this cut mark. It's not actually cut, but holy crap. That could have been bad. Actually, we're gonna take that ring off my bottle so that I don't get popped on that again. Yep, almost off. Yeah, it's one of these little burrs. You can feel it running to the side. Scratched the top layer skin, but didn't actually go deep. Yeah, that's all she wants is old Mihara.
Commander?
Which was best Mihara.
How did you get here?
Science.
Oh, I see. You're here to kill Suen too, aren't you?
That's Rappy's job.
You've suffered a lot because of her too. Well, she's right here. I've made it so that she can't see or move. We can kill her together.
No, that's Rappy's job.
Commander, I have a clean shot.
I say take the shot. She's gone crazy. Why is everyone telling me to stop? No one is saying anything to Suen. Why is it just me who has to listen to orders? Again? Why? Only me. Why do I have to stop and no one else?
You'll see.
Commander.
What?
Right?
You will? But how? How exactly? You're repeating yourself, Commander. You've said that before to me. But Commander, you never did anything for us. My head feels so clear. I feel like I can do anything. So this is what Vaphaus can do. I can kill you both. Suen and the Commander.
Why am I seeing like a lack of sparkly stuff on the ground? Like, we're only 4 of 14. I would have figured this thing would have still been littered with stuff.
I feel like we're
Are you ready? Then let's go.
Well, when you speak of it, it decides to show up. And after this one, I'll be able to pick it up.
Get lost. I'm busy. Oh no. I was just getting into the groove.
So the CP drop definitely helped me, because this would have been like 220. Like 210, 220.
Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine? Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine?
Sometime for no everyone come together, let them have it!
Okay.
I guess this makes me a good luck charm, doesn't it?
It's like we're on top of one now.
Come on, let's go.
That's what it sounds like. Yep, there it is.
Is this the right— Game on! Swimming sure can tucker you out.
Like, you feel bad for Uni because the original Mihara is written completely different. She's not the same character. You don't get the same vibe from her.
Better reload.
Showtime for no water.
Let's keep the momentum going. Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine? Oh no, I was just getting into the groove. Did you see that? I'm strong, but my comrades are stronger.
Let's go make ourselves some luck. I feel like we're gonna hit the jackpot with these guys. Is this the right way? Let's go make ourselves some luck. Game on!
Make our luck.
Come on, let's go.
Thank you for preparing this gift for me, Commander.
I agree.
Oh, no, you don't. I have to do is imagine it. And it becomes real. Amazing. I've blocked all sensations in your spine. This is the first time I've blocked so many sensations. It's working wonderfully. Don't worry, Commander. In a bit, you'll be right as rain. I know how much you think about me. As for Suen...
Yes.
Time for you to say goodbye. Strange. Why aren't you feeling any pain? Mihara, did you do a sensory swap with Suen?
Uni, stop.
I knew you were an imposter. The swap should last for 10 minutes, right? Hang on just a little longer. Suen. Say goodnight.
Uni!
My head! My head! It hurts! Help! Someone please! Mihara! Mihara! Why did you protect Suen? Why? Mihara! Tell me! Tell me, Mihara, why? What? What? Mihara! Blood! Your head is bleeding!
Yeah!
Who did this? Get it out! Get it out of me! Mihara! Get up, Mihara! Mihara! Be quiet!
Did you kill her?
Of course.
Weren't you supposed to help her?
I gave her the chance to kill Suen, didn't I? I can't help her if she doesn't have the stomach to go through with it.
Aww.
I've gotta hand it to you. You were pretty sharp to have found this place. Too bad you won't be able to change anything. Aren't you curious about why you're in this situation? There are two things I want to see. The first is the choice the Ark makes. The second is your fall from grace. Suen was just a footnote. I'm sure you're wondering why I want to see you fall. You're too much of a hero. You can solve everything, and you always come out smelling like roses.
I do spray that on every morning.
I'm quite fond of you.
I even shit roses.
You could even say that I respect you. It's your connection with the Ark that I have an issue with. And for that, you're going down. You're not much different than a Nikke. You follow orders blindly, and you'd sacrifice anything for the Ark's sake. Thanks to this Rapture invasion, Nikkes and humans will see each other differently now. It could have been fun watching how you'd factor into everything, but I know you'd just get in the way. You act as an intermediary between Nikkes and humans, with your heart loyal to both sides. Then presto, the situation is always resolved as if there was never anything wrong in the first place. You're one of a kind. A hero like you may never come again.
I'll come
The effect
again.
you've had and continue to have on the Ark is greater than you could possibly imagine. So the question is, what should be done? We need to bring you down to the dregs,
make you no different from the rest of the Ark's filth. So, I'm taking you down a few pegs. But how do I go about that? Pierce your body? Let your trusted Nikkes betray you? From what I've seen until now, you don't seem like someone who would be undone by such things. So the conclusion I've made is... having you kill a Nikke with your own hands. You are enshrouded in a miasma of your own hatred, clouding your judgment. Your emotions took over you. If you were to murder a Nikke, that would spell your downfall. Hate me. Kill me. Avenge your colleagues. And let the fall begin. What's this? You're talking? This is highly irregular. Your recovery skills are exceptional. I certainly hope so. I'll see you around, my leading man.
Yep.
I'll share my luck with everyone.
I can agree to that. She makes a good villain.
Showtime for no Oops, I got too excited.
Better reload. Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine?
Showtime for no Oops, I got too excited.
Yeah, I could see that.
Oh no, I was just getting into the groove. Oh no, I was just getting into the groove.
Sorry, showtime for Noir and Clock! I guess this makes me a good luck charm, doesn't it?
Good, she deserves it. Agreed. And the trust fund grows bigger.
Is this... I feel like we're gonna hit the jackpot with these guys.
I have a feeling if they end up doing a pilgrim at the end of the year, I'll have to crack the trust fund for it.
Bet on who'd win.
And if they don't, then I'm pretty much good till...
Oh no, I was just getting into the...
Till, what? End of March? April?
Better reload. Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine?
Because unless it's team mandatory for me, or could be a very vital boost to one of the major 5 teams I'm working on, I see no reason to summon for any new unit. So we'll be pooling all the resources between now and then. As far as advanced tickets, we might do occasional multi on the other banner so that we can make progress on our wish list units.
Let's scout. Swimming sure can tucker you
But
out.
I don't feel at this point with anything like,
You can leave this to me. Trust me.
I don't feel the need to, like, I'm not itching to pull the new Christmas Limited unit. Unless it's, like, actually OP. Like, Summer and East level OP.
Right.
I don't think they're I think that's just gonna be one unit. I don't think that's gonna be both. Maybe it will be a... They may end up just doing one of them free.
I'm strong, but my comrades are stronger.
Like, that would make the most sense. Like, give out Chime for free and let Crown be the paid unit.
I feel like we're gonna hit the jackpot with these guys.
They could do that.
Is this...
Are you ready? Then let's go.
Let's go make ourselves some luck.
Where are we going?
Up to the surface.
Why there?
That's what
because
I'm thinking.
he'll follow us.
Huh?
We need to put as much distance between us and this place in order to let the resentment build. You want to know why, don't you?
Jackal is still alive. Are we not going to look for her?
Looking for Jackal right now would be suicidal.
She's waiting for us.
No, I told her not to wait. So she won't.
Then what'll happen to her?
How should I know?
Was all that with Uni and the counters really necessary?
What's gotten into you? You're acting strange all of a sudden.
I'm just saying. I think pretending would have been enough. You could have made it look real.
You're worried about what'll happen to him, aren't you?
I'd be lying if I said no.
I know you've been helping him. I thought you were just having some innocent fun, but apparently not.
Honey was trying to help us the entire time. Until you went and killed his friends. He kept repeating how he was on our side, and that he was willing to hear us out. This, despite how cruel we've been to him. Even after all that Uni has done, he never gave up on her. I think he was genuine.
And what exactly is your point?
There is no point. I'm saying that you went too far.
I'm going to ask a question, and I want a proper answer. Have you fallen for him?
What? Of course. What are you saying? Me? Fall for Honey? He's just a plaything that provides me with some amusement. You should take good care of your toys, right? Once
Agreed.
they break, it's over.
Well, that certainly sounds like you. What are you doing? Viper?
Wait, let me think. Yes. That's it. I've changed. It's been that way for a while now. That's why I can't stop thinking about him, and wanted to help him so badly. I guess I have fallen for him. Why am I only just now figuring this out? It all makes sense now. I've never truly liked someone until now. So I wasn't certain. I think it's time I bow out of this whole thing. I'm going to turn myself in and hope they grant me some leniency. To be fair, all I really did was send a few texts. I'll try and ask them not to give me a memory wipe. My honey will have my back, so I don't think it'll be a problem, right?
So, at long last, the venomous snake has been poisoned itself. I knew this day would come. I always thought you would put up more of a fight, though. I'm a little disappointed.
Do you know who I just sent a text to?
Hmm?
The two people who want to kill you more than anything. As a matter of fact, one of them is right above us.
What?
Crow.
Good old EH. The Nikke that will never be. Until she becomes a Nikke.
As long as I have
The closest human
I
will
can be
get
strong.
to being a Nikke is EH.
Better reload.
One showtime for no everyone and put you all together and let them have it!
Bro, kill that thing.
Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine?
I need to protect Mom no matter what happens. No way!
Oh no, I was just getting into the groove. Oh,
Screen
no.
wipe, we need you.
One showtime for no everyone and put you all together and let them have it!
Why don't they just
You're over there
develop
picking
something
flowers.
like an infinite magazine? Better reload.
Deadage. Good old EH.
I may look like a bunny, but I'll take on anyone, anytime,
Elysian
anywhere.
Harper.
What were you thinking? Blasting a hole in the Ark?
You survived the explosion. Thank goodness. Actually, on second glance, I'm not so sure about that. Those burns are looking pretty nasty. You may die at any moment.
I've put up with your skullduggery long enough. This time, you've crossed the line. Why did you do it?
There were a few things I wanted to confirm.
Like what?
No comment.
Because of what you did, the entire Outer Rim is about to be exterminated. Half the Ark lies in ruins.
You don't say.
When did you first think about betraying me?
Always. From the very beginning.
I considered you a friend.
That's a shame because I have no friends. I thought I did once, but not anymore.
Huh. EH, let me join you.
I have plenty to say to you as well, Viper.
What? Didn't I allow you to shadow us? I treated your wounds, and I led you to Crow. Didn't I do my part? Won't you forgive me?
We're far from even. But I also won't turn down any help you're offering. My time is just about up.
All right, then let's hurry up while you're still ticking.
Is this the right... Game on!
Alright.
Let's go
So
make
we've only
ourselves
gone up,
some lunch.
what? 3,000 power? Okay, we should be able to do the boss.
Doesn't matter how hard
Honestly,
it
I think we
gets,
should
I'll
probably be
always
able to beat
succeed.
25. Not today. It'll have to be next week sometime. We'll probably have just enough time to beat 24.
Time for no
Let's keep the momentum going. Right. Oh no, I was just getting into the groove. Better reload.
One to see.
Did you see that? I'm strong, but my comrades are stronger. on, let's go.
I don't think this will proceed terribly. Let's go make ourselves some luck.
I've got you now.
I don't think so. All we have to do is wait a little longer. You'll succumb to your injuries and then I'll be home free.
Before that happens, I can still kill you.
Just look at yourself. You're a mess.
The Ark's elite troops will be here soon. It looks like they've taken care of most of the raptures that came into the Ark. Then I'll prepare to surrender. Honey, you're here. Are you here to kill Crow? Don't do it. No need to dirty your hands. Let's hand her over to the central government. Let them take care of her. You've got to listen to me, honey. I'm surrendering. I'm going to tell the truth. How and why this all happened, and who's responsible. You see Crow over there? I'm practically handing her over on a silver platter. So I'd be really grateful if you put in a good word for me. What? Nothing. I told you, I'm going to surrender. Honey, I know trusting me may
I mean,
seem
I know what
impossible
happens
right
already,
about now, but you've got to listen to me.
Maybe.
Are you going to kill Crow? Don't do it. You can't. Just take a deep breath. Honey.
See you in.
Who is it?
It's me, Ingrid.
Where am I?
Basilis's medical center.
Where did they go? My head.
Considering you took a bullet to the head, you're probably still feeling some pain there. You've got some serious bruises and severe fractures. Don't move around too much.
What's wrong with my hand? It's shaking on its own.
The sequelae are severe. It will take some time before you can start moving freely again.
How long? I'm asking how long?
You shouldn't be agitated right now. You need to rest.
Exotic. Wardress.
We're chasing Crow and Viper down. They couldn't have gone far. This will all be over soon. Wardress has been taken to the repair center for the time being. This all must be very hard for Mihara.
Shit!
I told you to lie still.
Be quiet. I have something to do. It's working. Wait. No. I pressed the wrong one.
Please, can you trust me? I'm sorry for all the lies and deception. I truly am. This is bad. I'm not really good with apologies.
Yep.
Wait, this is... So, this is how it ends.
Yep.
You really are a good person, honey. Even now, you want to help. It would have been nice if I'd known someone like you earlier, and recognized what I was feeling. Take care of Jackal. That big dummy needs someone to look after her.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
I've also seen I saw the photo a long time ago of the explosion.
Grow.
I also know something else, so I'm very curious to see how this is gonna work.
This round.
Oh no! I was just getting into the groove.
What is it? What? Showtime for no
Drop kicker? Yeah.
Better reload.
What? Showtime for no war and stop!
Oh no! I was just getting into the groove. Did you see that? I'm strong, but my comrades are stronger. Oof.
How about we continue this discussion on the surface? That's a shame. What the?
Yo, Ren! Welcome in, everyone. How's it going? How was your stream? Make sure to go give Ren a follow. A wonderful dude. Have fun getting to hang out in his thing. Alien design. Nice! That's cool. We're just sitting here working on story. Trying to finally get caught up. But good to see you. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, welcome in.
Are you going to shoot me? Is that how you plan to hold me accountable? Interesting interpretation. I told you, I want to see you fall from grace. And I think I've succeeded.
Mm-hmm.
You should see your face right now. How many times in your life have you ever made that expression before? I'm probably the first person to have ever seen it. That alone is the sweetest reward of all. The Ark has lost their hero, and now they will have to choose. Ouch. Harsh. So are you. Now that all your friends are dead. So are you going to shoot me? Then do it. Fulfill your destiny and fall. Then let me become your first. It's an honor.
Commander, please drop your weapon.
Do it.
It's finished now. But you didn't. Well, I did shoot first. So you didn't have to. You can never fall to the dark side.
Much to learn we have.
We'll never let that happen. Likewise. I'm glad you didn't do that.
The dark side of the Force will consume you.
I feel like we're gonna hit the jackpot with these guys. I don't think this will proceed terribly smoothly.
Is this the right way?
Do it. I prefer the red side, right?
I'll share my luck with everyone.
Better read.
What? Showtime for no war.
Let's keep the momentum going.
Oh Jesus, one of these things.
Oh no, I was just getting into the groove. Why
And
don't they just develop
silenced
something
by
like an Infinite
these.
magazine?
I'm a bit flustered. How do you reload again? What? Showtime for no war.
Get back here, you bouncing Betty. Fulfill your destiny.
Bolt, we won again. I feel like we're gonna hit the jackpot with these guys. Let's go make ourselves some luck. Swimming sure can tucker you out.
Is this the right way?
Game on!
Game on!
Let's go.
Alright, what shenanigans are we gonna get into now?
Okay, let me break this down. Let's start with Crow. Robbie blasted her right in the dome with a well-timed suppression bullet. She was knocked unconscious, got carried away by the central government, and had a brain scan conducted on her. That scan confirmed she was the ringleader behind the recent string of attacks. It also confirmed that everyone else involved was merely being used by her. Well, about that.
Even though your nymph was operating normally, you will be studied extensively for the various acts of wanton violence you have committed.
Studied?
We believe that you are able to control the nymph using your own will alone. This requires further investigation.
Gosh, I feel so special.
As you can imagine, this will be far from a routine examination. We will be tinkering with your brain until we find everything that we want to know. Once we've done that, Enoch will determine the best path toward rehabilitation.
I see.
Don't even think about wiping your own memory. If any self-destruct signal is detected, the nymph will forcibly...
Oh. You don't need to worry about that. I know how impressive my memory is. I'd be a fool to want to destroy it.
That's what she said. Full of bravado until the bitter end. There.
It happened again? I will not let this stand. Why are Tetra's squads interfering with the central government anyway?
Consider on what you've done up until now. I don't think you should even be talking.
The Ark was under siege. It doesn't take a genius to know it had to come from that garbage heap. I saw EH with my own 2 eyes. She was getting on the elevator, and she had a bomb in her hands.
And yet, you let her get away as well. Let me ask you something. Did you have any evidence to back up these accusations you have against the Outer Rim?
Are you deaf? I just told you. That place is a hotbed for terrorists.
If you had eyes, you would have seen for yourself that there wasn't one single person in the entire Outer Rim who was armed. Tell me then, on what grounds could you possibly justify marching in there with your petite armée? It sounds to me like you were conducting a massacre!
What if it was? What are you gonna do about it? What has the Outer Rim ever done for the Ark? We could wipe it off the map, and Enoch wouldn't say a word.
Are you willing to accept les repercussions?
What?
The reason Enoch isn't making a move is simple. She knows that my queens could crush you like an insect. And do you truly believe that the Outer Rim doesn't benefit the Ark in any way? If so, vous are sorely mistaken.
What kind of gibberish is this?
Très bien! Go ahead! Go straight to the Outer Rim and fire away! I won't stop you. Let's see for ourselves what judgment Nikke will reach. Go on. Hurry!
I don't feel like it right now.
Oh, that's too bad. I would like to remind you of one thing, however. When my queens were protégées at the Outer Rim, they also saved your skin. You owe me.
That's more or less what was said. But they couldn't escape the fact that they roughed up central government troops. Sakura, Rosanna, and Moran were all about to get their memories wiped, but Mustang stepped in and made a deal with the government. In exchange for them keeping their memories, Tetra's main broadcasting channel will be handed over to the central government.
What?
It's the only reason the Underworld Queens aren't walking vegetables right now.
But then, how is Mustang going to make any money?
He's got his fingers in a lot of pies, so losing the broadcasting channel won't be a death blow. However, the central government will now have virtually complete control over all broadcasting systems in the Ark. I just met with Mustang briefly, and he seemed fine.
C'est bon, ami! Fighting up from the bottom is my specialty!
That's what he said. Mustang will be fine. He always is.
Thanks to him, the Outer Rim didn't sustain too much damage.
Commanding everyone to lay down their weapons was a masterstroke. If everyone had been armed, they'd have gotten drawn into the carnage.
Uni has been placed in solitary confinement at the rehabilitation center.
Oh,
She's
Mustang
refusing
does
to
have a
speak
plan.
And is more or less catatonic. Running a brain scan is impossible since she doesn't have any nymph, so the central government is at a loss. They won't be forgiving her for that shelter escapade of hers, so I can't see things ending well for her. She'll remain locked in solitary confinement until it's certain that she's behind the shelter incident.
Once it's been confirmed,
Then what?
She'll be scrapped.
I see. And Mihara?
Mihara. Uni and the three of us were all shot by Crow's suppression bullets. But Mihara got shot in the head by a termination pistol. The damage was extensive, and she was sent to the repair center. However, her nymph interfered with the brain surgery. It most likely perceived the operation as an external attack. They were left with no choice but to remove the nymph. And it was during this procedure that a memory wipe occurred. After some treatment, her nymph was re-uploaded. She's still recovering at the moment.
So basically she got wiped
At any
again.
rate, everything more or less seems to be under control. As for the Raptures, there are only a few stragglers left in the Ark.
Yep,
so
pretty
things
much.
should settle down soon enough. The shelter will be reopened once we've confirmed all Raptures have been eliminated. This was a big one, in every sense of the word.
They're going to declare that the hole in the Ark's roof was a result of deterioration from the facility's aging. If word gets out that this occurred because of one Nikke's doing, the central government's reputation will hit rock bottom. The ironic thing is that, as a result, popular opinion regarding Nikke's is now at an all-time high. It's become more apparent than ever how indispensable Nikke's are to protecting humanity, especially after Matisse's display up on the surface. I'm sure the central government is intending to use this newfound goodwill to its advantage.
What happened to Siwin? Uni really did a number on her, so she's in intensive care right now. When she's able to walk again, she'll be judged by Nikke. We'll just have to wait and see what happens next.
There's something I still don't get, though. Why do you think Crow shot suppression bullets at us?
She must have wanted to push the commander to the brink. Of course, the moment you think about it, the holes start to show. It doesn't matter how much mental fortitude you have. If you want to be free from the nymph, then your inhibitor needs to be deactivated. There's no way around that.
Yep.
I don't blame you. Crow was probably counting on that happening.
Crow's ultimate goal was for the commander to avenge our supposed deaths. Once you'd killed her, it wouldn't matter that we were still alive. At that point, it'd be too late. You'd have crossed that line.
What a sadistic trick. But, Rappy, how were you able to move first?
I used it a little bit.
You mean Red Hood?
Yes.
Gasp.
How are you feeling?
I'm okay. It was only for a moment.
That's a relief, but...
Sorry to interrupt, but it's time, Commander.
Funny how this shows up right at the time, just before Red Hood's release.
I'll walk with you.
Nikke's gonna make her verdict.
And then
This shouldn't be a big deal,
25 and 26 release at
Definitely
Red
not.
Hood's story. Gasp. Shock. So the key thing is basically start watching what shows up in March, February, March, and that'll tell you who the Pilgrim will be for half anniversary.
Why don't they just develop something like an Infinite magazine?
Such a coincidence.
Oh no, I was just getting into the groove.
Showtime for no longer locked together, blood of habit!
Like I said, I feel like Red Hood was a little mishandled in how they did this. Because what you're about to see, if you've paid attention to any of her advice sessions, you already know the answer. And it's like, and if you were jumped into story while waiting for the hard mode and beat that, you knew a lot more.
I feel like we're gonna hit the
And that
jackpot with these guys.
the ending, like the hard mode ending, you already knew.
Is this the right way? Let's go make ourselves some luck.
And there's been a couple
Is
other
this the
pretty
right
massive drops over.
Come on, let's go.
Swimming sure can tucker you out.
Is this the right way? Let's go make ourselves
over the
some
story
luck.
where they've insinuated talking about Red Hood and Rappy.
Let's go make ourselves some luck.
Are you ready? Then let's go.
Is this the right way?
Ingrid.
Harper.
It's been a while.
No. It's not software. I could literally tell you, because I mean it's in.
It has.
We'll just let you see it.
How am I looking?
It's getting close.
Your burns have been aggravated. They're pumping you with painkillers. Should be 2 days, max.
Right. Can I ask you a favor?
Go ahead.
Make me a Nikke. I know it's probably impossible, and that no one will probably give me the time of day, but I want to atone for what I've done. All the fear people felt thanks to me. It's all hitting me at once. I want to redeem myself. Please.
Okay. I'll make the necessary preparations.
Thank you. Truly. Ingrid. Am I too far gone?
Yes. But you can still try.
They're insinuating that it might or might not be able to
sucks.
happen.
What's the fun of laughing alone?
Want me to join you then?
Huh? Viper!
Hey there, kiddo. How you holding up?
Gasp!
You're okay? You're all put together again!
Apparently, the angle was off just a tad, and the brunt of the explosion missed my brain. Having said that, my head was completely blown to smithereens, so I had to get a new one made.
You're kidding! That's amazing!
You bet it is. And it's all thanks to a special someone grasping at my collar. I owe him my life. Now I like him even more.
Huh? Say that again? My ears still aren't working so good.
Forget it. It's nothing.
So, what do we do now?
Listen carefully to me, Jackal. We're lucky that we're still alive. Fortunately,
Yeah.
I ended up doing something that helped them turn the situation around. Now that EH is MIA,
Right before the thing blew
there's
up,
no telling what's going to happen in the Outer Rim.
the commander tries to get a hold of the thing, and because of the angle of it, supposedly it saves her head, which is why she's not dead. So she did get her head blown off, but it didn't damage her brain like it was supposed to damage. So... Oh, this chapter's great. There's a lot of crazy crap about to happen.
On that place. So that's exactly what we're going to do.
Alright, sounds great. What is that exactly?
The exact same thing we've been doing. With one slight alteration. No more lies.
Yep.
No more screwing around. If
no, I hadn't
horse
done this
around,
yet.
Then we'll be in big trouble.
Yikes!
I mean, I already know most everything, but we're letting it play out, and we're trying not to spoil everything
We've
by
got
telling chat
C4
what
strapped
happens.
to our necks, so if we step out of line, it's farewell to our noggins, and that's no one's idea of a fun time.
What was that? I still can't hear very well.
Forget it. Anyway, let's get to work, shall we?
Heck yeah!
Oh yeah, I've known. I already know all the way up
Jackal.
to 26.
Yeah?
Don't you have something to ask me?
I don't want to ask.
Why?
I don't like being sad.
Okay.
Yep.
Welcome.
This next part's pretty spicy.
I still have things left to do. I still need to keep track of the movements of the raptures that still remain in the Ark. So this will be quick. First, you apprehended the culprit of the Ark terror attack and cleared the Outer Rim's name.
Yo!
Thereby
Master
preventing
Fujin
mass
coming in with the
casualties.
raid. Welcome in, everyone. How's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. Raid and run, I understand that. You're tired? Well, go get some rest. You deserve it. Been pushing hard chapter and tower. Nice, nice. That's awesome. We're just finally catching up on story, even though I already know all of it, for the most part. Other than like a minor detail or two here that might have slipped my mind. But yeah, we're just trying to catch up on this. But yeah, welcome on in, everyone. We're just story and chilling today, and then we're gonna do tomorrow. We're doing the Christmas story, going through it again.
Second, you resolved the
Ronan
situation
Style, thank you for
with
joining request.
minimal
Welcome to the stream.
casualties during the
Appreciate it.
so-called
Hello there.
shelter incident. Third, you annihilated several raptures that
But
invaded the
Get
Ark.
some rest. You deserve it, Master
On the
Fujin.
basis of these facts,
Enjoy.
a search has shown
and,
that there are no
Thanks
cases
for
perfectly
dropping
matching
everybody
this
over here. I
incident.
appreciate that.
This case will be judged on its own merits. The judgment made is as follows. You have received a promotion up 3 ranks.
What?
However, first, along with Suen, intentionally bringing raptures into the vicinity of the Ark. Second, you concealed the existence of the Vop House, which could have been a major resource to the Ark. On the basis of these facts, a search has shown that there are no cases perfectly matching this incident. This case will be judged on its own merits. The judgment made is as follows. Your promotion up 3 ranks is revoked. Your current rank will remain unchanged. You did well. I must get back to my original tasks.
Here's 3 ranks, and they're gone. Pretty lazy
Yes.
writing, but yeah, it makes sense.
That's right. Pertaining to the Ark, the worst-case scenario would be 2 or more heretics breaching the Ark. If the Ark consolidated all its resources, it might be possible to retaliate. But untold devastation would occur during the ensuing altercation.
So then explain why Dorothy
Would you like
and
additional
Nihilist are
intel
in
on the
here.
extent of the damage, and how long it would take to conduct repairs? I'm afraid I cannot divulge that information at present. I am under orders not to discuss the pilgrim known as Dorothy. Goodbye.
I mean, it's kind of somewhat military-esque way of
Commander, be
getting
careful.
around BS, but whatever. We're not gonna read too far into
Why
that
don't
part.
we just develop something like an infinite
We'll leave that to
magazine?
some salty Redditor.
Why did you let them do this? I can't believe you would say this and then do this and then remove it. It's like, this is such lazy writing. Read.
We'll just leave that to them. We just take the punch and roll with it.
Better reload.
No time for no war and together. Attack!
Oh no.
Like, can we like get rid of you? Time to activate Red Hood and blast this. There we go. And Red Hood deletes the thing.
Going.
After all that, I deserve a compliment.
No, I get that. It's just, it was, what I mean by lazy writing is they couldn't come up with a better way fast enough because of the time crunch of writing this. So like, yeah, we'll promote him and then we'll demote him. Okay, I mean, it works, but could you have come up with something else? Yeah. There's a bazillion different slap the wrist case scenarios you could have done. This was just one of the options. I approve.
Come on, let's go.
Let's go make
I mean, I'm not
ourselves
gonna say it
some
wasn't a little lazy, because it
I
is.
don't think this will proceed terribly smoothly.
But I mean, that's not the point.
Let's go make ourselves some luck.
Like, it's fine. It's you can't do everything to that perfect degree every time.
You can leave this to me.
And I know
Trust
this
me.
by writing my story. I know when I come up with scenarios, I can't always. You can't always write it one way. You have to come up with multiple different ways and unique things to make it interesting.
Right.
This was a easy way of reprimanding the commander to make it make sense in the world. So we let it slide. It works. It fits the game. It fits the narrative. It works. Could they have been more creative with it? Oh yeah. In this world, they definitely could have done a lot of different ways to reprimand the commander. And yeah, that's another way of doing it.
I feel like we're gonna hit the
Yeah,
jackpot
we're all the
with
way
these
at the
guys.
end, and we're missing so many of these pieces. We're gonna have to scrub this level pretty hard. But that won't be today.
Let's go make ourselves scout.
Come on, let's go. Get lost. I'm busy.
Go and deal with it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I was just getting into the groove.
I mean, there's other... Because he's dealing with it. It's also, not writing your story far enough out.
Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine?
So... That's...
Got to protect my sister.
That's something I'm trying to avoid with my light novel is... I'm on chapter 42
I guess this
right
makes me
now
a good luck charm, doesn't it?
on its outline. And I know that right now I've probably done the loop a little too much on a few pieces. But I'm doing that I'm trying to go as far as I can go. I'm going to go all the way to chapter 99 because I already have 100 written. I wrote 100 beginning of the year. I wrote chapter 100. And I want to write all the way to 99 so that I have a rough outline of what I want to do. And then at that point, I'm able to step back and look and go, okay, I have my entire story written. I haven't even released volume 1, which is chapters 1 through 4. So if I can take the time to see my rough arc of where everything goes, I should be able to iron out some of those weird moments that are like, why did you do this? Why this doesn't really make sense? Because if I'm trying to tell a general story across an entire book, you want it to make sense that, you know, chapter 1, it may feel like you're going this way, but by chapter 3, you start seeing it go this way, and so you get this flow of storytelling. Exactly. And I've got most of the dots because I have a rough outline. I have the plot from beginning to end of what I want to do. Right now, I'm trying to take a character that I just introduced and work. I'm trying to tell basically two stories: the story of this character and the story of the past of this character, while moving the story forward. So I have 3 things going on with this one section. It's taking me a bit to get through because I'm trying to juggle moving the story forward in 3 ways. The character story, the past of the character, and the actual main story forward, and not feel like it's just telling the character story or telling the character stories back or just moving the story forward. I want it to be fluid, that it's moving this one section all the way through.
Swimming sure can tucker you out.
So
Things in the Ark seem to be bad.
It's nearly taken care of. You don't need to worry.
Anything I can do to lend a hand?
No, it's okay. We can take care of it.
All right then. Oh, did you receive my gift? It's something I found up on the surface. It's rather rare.
The heretic? Nihilista, you mean? I had her put into MMR's Atlas cage right away. The tech team was over the moon.
I'm glad they were pleased.
It's a trap.
You came at a different time than you said you would. Why is that?
Well, you originally wanted me to use that secret elevator, as you called it, and ride it straight to the Ark, right? I was going to do that, but then there was all that business with the gaping hole in the Ark's roof. Once the heretic showed up, I decided to help out.
You drew too much attention to yourself. I'm just glad all the citizens were in the shelters. If they had seen you and that heretic, we'd have had a real mess on our hands.
You should do it.
That's why I did it.
What?
I did it so the humans in the Ark could see me. But you're telling me that everyone was cloistered off in the shelters? That's a shame. It would have been a hell of a show. I missed the chance to give some people a memory that would last a lifetime. I was going to go out and bash some raptures while I was in the area, but I'm suddenly feeling bereft of inspiration.
You should have kept your arrival in the Ark a secret. Now everyone knows you're here. Thanks to you, people are asking for an explanation.
I go out of my way to catch a heretic, and you're blaming me?
I mean, yeah,
if I hadn't stepped in to help, I think it's easy to assume what state the Ark would be in.
The Ark is strong. They could easily dispose of a heretic.
Oh, so my contribution means nothing then?
That's not what I meant. I'm just saying it's complicated because your arrival was so ostentatious.
I've been meaning to ask. Why do you want to keep my coming to the Ark all hush-hush? So what if a pilgrim comes to the Ark? Is that the end of the world? Is there something you're not telling me?
Yeah.
No,
Of course.
no, not at all. I'm just scared, that's all.
Imagine if Anderson
Scared?
finds you.
Of what?
Right now, the situation is mostly taken care of, but the fact remains that enemies from the outside encroached on the Ark. If a pilgrim were to show up at a time like that and declare war, it'd be pandemonium. Granted, any suspicions towards you have been assuaged somewhat thanks to your taking care of that heretic. But I still don't know what you're after.
I see.
So, while we're on that topic, I'd like you to make everything perfectly clear to me. Why did you come to the Ark and ask to see me?
I want to make a pact between the Ark and Eden. And I want to be the ambassador of that pact.
A pact? Between the Ark and Eden?
That's right.
What kind of pact?
Let's start with something simple. Sharing our technology, resources, and manpower. You scratch our back, and we'll scratch yours. Eden is far more technologically advanced than the Ark. But there's something we're lacking that you have in spades.
Resources and manpower, I presume.
Bingo. I've gotta say, you're easier to talk to than I thought.
But I don't know the details, but doesn't Eden despise the Ark?
Indeed they do. That's where I come in. I can be a goodwill ambassador, a mediator between Eden and the Ark. You don't look too convinced.
I mean, yeah.
You want to know how Eden was able to exist on the surface all this time? The answers are all in there.
You mean...
A full breakdown of the data used for our large-scale optical camouflage technology. I hope you will be able to put it to good use.
Optical camouflage?
If you've got this, reclaiming the surface is no longer a pipe dream.
Right.
Well, do you trust me now? To be honest, I think I've gone above and beyond here. We haven't had trade relations for ages, yet I've schlepped over here, taken down a heretic, and given you our optical camouflage technology. If you don't trust me after all that, then I think I'll just have to turn around and head back.
I wouldn't trust her as far as I can throw her.
I'll talk to the leaders. I'll try and sway them.
That's good news.
So, what will you be doing until then? I'll help in any way I can, within reason, of course.
I'd love to explore the Ark a little more.
Okay, I'll ask the ACPU. Some areas will be off-limits, but you'll be able to explore
100%
most of
would
the
be.
Ark.
It's Dorothy.
Much appreciated.
Trust nothing of this girl.
I wanted to ask you something. Why did you contact the Ark out of the blue? Eden had been radio silent for so long. Why change that?
They decided the timing was right. Let's just say it was
Hello there.
triggered by
How's
an
it going?
encounter with a harmless human being. He made me realize what I wanted.
I see. Well then, keep in touch.
Will do.
Hurry.
Yes, Deputy Chief? No problems on this end.
I would like you to continue to be Dorothy's guide. Is that okay?
Sure, we'd be honored to.
Thank you. Also, keep a close eye on Dorothy and report back to me.
You got it.
Yeah. Don't let her out of your sight.
I'll share my luck with everyone.
Oh no! That was just getting into the groove. Better reload.
Showtime for no war.
Let's keep the momentum going.
Doing some laundry? Nice. Dorothy's here to try to take out the trash.
Why don't they just develop something like an
Showtime for no war. Together and let them have it.
Alright, there's a chapter down.
Bolt, we won again.
Right? That's the gospel right there. Jeez. Especially one that, you know, kind of wanted to burn the ark to the ground.
I feel like we're gonna hit the jackpot with these guys. Is this the right way?
Yeah, so at some point I gotta come through here and
Let's go make ourselves some luck.
find these other 7 hidden pieces, because they aren't that obvious, I'll tell you that much. They're in, I mean, I know, I get what they're doing here. It's just annoying.
Is
Alright,
this
let's go
the
through the
right
hole.
way?
Oh. Oh, they're in here. I'd be willing to bet money they're in here.
Swimming. I don't think this will...
Come on, let's go.
I was wondering why I didn't see the boss stage. That makes sense now.
Can't get these clothes dirty.
So, let's see. Let's get this one cleared off, and then we'll look at how many stages we have.
Let's keep the momentum going.
Let's see, how many stages do we have left?
We won again.
'Cause I probably don't have a ton of time left. Alright, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's probably a good 30 minutes or so. Yeah, we should probably, oh, hey, we get a chest tomorrow now from that. Let's see here. Who do we have? Mary Teresa, thank you for joining Quest. Welcome to the stream. We'll probably... We'll probably do this next week. Is what we'll do. So.
Sorry to break it to you, but this is the end.
And that recruit should be the... Oh, hey,
Sorry to
look!
break it to you, but this
Her
is
mission
the
pass
end.
is up now. We are at 24:34. We got the final 2 chapters left, which discusses what you just saw from the Red Ash event. Or is what will be part of the Red Ash event. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll get that later. So yay! Noir's costume, I'm wondering. If they got a black rabbit, I wonder if they're gonna have a white rabbit. Nope, not here. Okay. You completed chapter 16 finally. Now you're a little stuck on the final boss of 17. Power loop is what I'm assuming. What you need.
Sorry to break it to you, but this is the end.
You just need the little more power to get through it, or do you think it's unit or mechanic you're missing? White Rabbit, don't look at the leaks? I would never look at leaks. We would never do such things. I was just assuming they're twins. Why would they not both get a costume at roughly the same time? I have no idea. That'd be shameful. We would never do such things. Just saying, there's a black rabbit. Why wouldn't there be a white rabbit? Well, I guess we'll find out soon. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up and get X and YouTube shut down. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging out. We'll be back on tomorrow morning with more Nikke. We'll be doing the Christmas side story, Miracle of Snow. We started it. I think we only did like the opening mission, but now we're gonna go through the whole thing. Tomorrow we'll be binging that. So look forward to doing that. It'll be fun. I can't wait to hear the story actually voice acted, because that was one of my biggest gripes last year, which is why I skipped it. So I don't really know the story that well. I kind of know a little bit, but not a lot. But yeah, we'll be back on tomorrow for that. So y'all take care, and we'll see y'all tomorrow morning. All right. YouTube is